Hey friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Angie, and in today's video I'm excited to share with you the final reveal of the laundry room makeover. So I want to start out by saying that this past week was a very difficult week for us because our lab Annabelle got an ear infection over the weekend. So it was 2 weekends ago she got an ear infection, and so we took her to the vet on Monday, and they ended up keeping her so that they could lance her ear and drain it. It had just gotten so infected and it was swelling, her face was swelling, and it was just very scary to see her go through that and to see that she wasn't feeling well. She wasn't herself, and it's really sad. But we got a great veterinarian that took care of her and gave her the medicine that she needed to get her back on the road to recovery. So we are so thankful for that. Thankfully, the veterinarian's office did allow visiting hours. I have not been up to see Annabelle, but my husband and our 2 girls went up to see her, and Annabelle was thrilled to see them. They got to spend about 30 minutes each time with her, and she did want to come home, but it was in her best interest to stay and make sure that the doctor got all the infection cleared up before she comes back home to us. So at the filming of this video, she is not home yet. I'm hoping that she gets to come home either today or sometime this week. We really miss her. We miss her greeting us as we come up the driveway and just being outside with us and just being our friend, and we miss her so much. So I will keep you up to date on when she returns home and how she's doing, but the veterinarian is very happy with the way she's progressing, and so we are so thrilled that she's feeling better. I'm thankful that I had my laundry room to keep my mind busy, so I worked on that and finished it up while she was away because we were so worried about her there for a while. But anyway, pets can do that to you. They just weave their way into your life, and it's just sad when they don't feel well. But I'm thankful for good doctors that can help her and get her on her road to recovery. So this week I finished up several things in the laundry room, and I'm going to add some things today to make it a little bit more functional, a little bit prettier. I'm going to add a pop of color in there, and should be a fun reveal. And hopefully it is full of inspiration for all of y'all. So without further ado, let's get started with the video and share the reveal of the laundry room makeover. This is the piece of furniture I'm going to put in the laundry room, and I know the piece of furniture I have in there now is a little bit nicer quality, but the drawers on this slide so much better. There's more drawer storage, which is what I need in there, and it's a little bit smaller than the piece I have in there now, which frees up a little more room. Gives me room for like a basket or other things that I could put in there. So I'm just going to clean this up really well and paint it a fun color to go in the laundry room. So I'm going to be using Goof Off to clean it. This is so good for prepping your furniture for painting, but it is a degreaser, which is what you want to look for when you're cleaning furniture to paint it. One way to ensure that your piece of furniture looks very good when it's painted, start out by cleaning it with a good degreaser. This gets all of the dirt and grime that has accumulated over the years on your piece of furniture. It gets all of that off and helps the paint to adhere better to the surface. So I always do this to a piece of furniture, clean it very well before I start any painting on that piece of furniture. And yes, it does take a little bit longer, but it's worth it. Then, after everything is dry, I do a scuff sanding on the piece of furniture. I only use about 220 grit sandpaper and just rough it up just to give it a little bit of tooth so that my primer can adhere to the surface and give it a better look. I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, EBL. EBL is a seller on Amazon. They have a store that you can go and check out. And the EBL stands for Energizing Bright Lives. Specialize in all types of batteries, and they have different sizes and combination to fit your family's needs or your company's needs. These batteries last up to 25% longer, which ensures that your devices stay powered longer. They are also 100% leak-proof, safeguarding your items from damage. Because these batteries are mercury and cadmium free, they are a safer choice for your home and the environment. So EBL sent over a 20-pack of their AA 1.5 volt batteries, and these retail on Amazon for $7.99, which is a great price for batteries because batteries these days are so expensive. These batteries that I have are non-rechargeable and they are designed for single use. EBL does sell rechargeable batteries in their store on Amazon, and you can check out and see the different options and combinations that they have available for you and your family or your company's needs. If you are in the market for great batteries at a great price, please click on the link in my description box below and it will take you to the EBL store where you can check out the different options that they have available to you. Thank you again, EBL, for sponsoring today's video. So to continue painting this piece of furniture, I'm adding Ben primer to cover up this dark red paint and to prevent bleed through onto my top coat of paint. It only takes one coat of this primer to cover everything up and give it a smooth finish so that your top coat of paint will adhere better to your piece of furniture. I wanted to add beautiful pops of blue into the laundry room, so I chose this beautiful color from Sherwin called PoolHouse. It is a beautiful blue-gray color, and I knew that it would look beautiful on this piece of furniture. I ended up giving it 3 coats of this paint to make sure it had full coverage, and I absolutely love how it turned out, and I think that it's going to be beautiful added to the laundry room with that happy color of blue, and I'm just so excited about this color and getting this piece of furniture finished and adding it to the laundry room. So here is the laundry room so far. It looks so nice and clean in here. I just cannot get over how just painting the space made it look so much different. But this weekend, Matt hung this clock on the wall. I really love it up there with the brown wood face because I think that it plays well with the brown baskets. And you will see later when I add the rug that it all comes together. But we do have a brown tile rug in here, so I wanted to continue with the browns. And I think adding the blue cabinet will just really do well together with the browns and the blues. And then over on this wall, he hung this little peg rack, and it's got my Norwex cloth on it now, which in reality, that's probably what it will be used for most of the time. But when you see the reveal, you're gonna see beautiful decor up there. And maybe when I have company or anything like that, I'll take the rags down and add beautiful decor. I have started filling in the holes here that were left because I thought I was gonna add that back up there, but then this peg rail looked so much better. So I'm just going to add a picture there and just bring in a little bit more color. And then here is where that blue dresser is going, right in that spot there. And we will decorate the top of it. And I think that it's going to look beautiful. So let's get that moved in and see what it's going to look like. I have not added a protective top coat to this piece yet because the manufacturer's directions recommend you let it dry for at least 48 hours before you add the top coat. So I will go back and do that, but in the meantime, I'm going to add this navy and white runner on top of this piece to protect the surface. And I'm going to add this beautiful navy and white lamp to this room just to add some depth to this light blue and make the room look a little bit more sophisticated and grown up. On last week's video, in the comments, someone suggested that I paint these cabinets like a light blue or light green. And I absolutely love these cabinets the way they are. You can see the trim up at the top. And these cabinets were built, they're original to the house, which was about 1987, I think. And you just cannot find craftsmanship like this. So since these are original, I love these cabinets so much. And I know that brown is not in, the wood is not in. It's, you know, the trend is to paint cabinets. But I love these the way they are. I have the same ones in my kitchen. And they just bring a cozy and warm element into your room. And so I'm just going to keep them like this. I love them this way. I'm just going to change out the handles and update these just a little bit with some new antique brass handles. These are the rug grippers that I use. They keep the rug in place. You just take off the adhesive backing. You stick it right on your rug. And then you stick it straight on the floor and it holds it in place. And you do that to all 4 corners of your rug. And you can pick it up to mop or sweep and then stick it right back down and it doesn't damage your floors. And 4 come to a pack. And I never did show y'all my organized cabinets. I thrifted these containers here and here. And then I've got my sample paints up there. It looks so much nicer than it did. And then over here in the big cabinet, I've just got some laundry detergent, and then this is a little shelf that I bought. I've got the other one in the laundry room cabinet, but this holds all of my acrylic paint and some brushes, and I can get more of those and stack them, so they can stack all the way up with different art supplies or different things that I need to use in the laundry room. And then this last cabinet over here has some stain removers in this container, and then more paint and supplies, some snacks for Annabelle, some touch-up paint, and then this is just random stuff that was left by the previous owner that is probably good stuff, and I just left it there so we know where it is. And then that goes on my steam mop. So I love how organized it is in here, how it turned out with the soft blues and the browns and the navies. I'm just absolutely thrilled with it. So as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and if you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up. It helps out our channel so much. And leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite part of the laundry room makeover reveal is. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing all of y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.